Talking with Dom.
And friends.
With benefits.
Kathy!
Oh, lady psycho. Oh, lady psycho. And you know what that means. 3 letters, 3 words. NXT, let's fucking go.
Oh, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to this week's episode of the AEW Dynamite Watch Party.
It is Friday, and you know what that means. Only one thing. It's time for Friday Night SmackDown right here on Circle Debate Network for the watch along. It's Kayla, the Queen of the South.
Yo, the GETCHO podcast crew is in the building. That's right, you got your homie Just.
Yeah. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the latest episode of Game Breaker Sports.
She bangs! Oh, baby, when she moves, she moves.
Yo.
Live from the Debate Network.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only.
Go fuck yourself! How's everybody's father feeling today? Go fuck yourself. It's time!
We are fucking back! We're back! Classic! We are back!
Let me talk to you!
That's right, folks. Let us fucking talk to you, baby. That's right, baby. It is Happy Tuesday and Happy Gold Rush Day was happening later today, folks. But welcome, everyone. The Circle of Debate Podcast, episode 266. Is this Blockbuster or Lackluster? That is the word of the day, but I think the word of the day is like what Mark Briscoe.
Fortunately, the word of the day is complication. Even though I have a massive appreciation for the HR department, if I have to explain it to you, it's like the abbreviation.
Makes sense to me. Wait, before we begin, I got to go over a legal document right now. Give you one quick second.
All right.
From the interns, the TK, you are not allowed to kick Brock Lesnar in the nuts if you give him a steak afterwards and say you sorry. Just saying, legally speaking, unless he says you can kick him in the nuts before you give him the steak, theoretically it is still assault. So you can't kick Brock Lesnar in the nuts no matter how much we all want to.
There you go.
That's the only legal break we taking for the night, kids.
There you Franki heard it, ladies and gentlemen. The host team is what I'm seeing with my other host right here, the attorney-at-law, baby. The one who said he got the host the most from coast to coast. Ain't that ludicrous, right?
I've got hoes in different area codes.
Area codes. Hoes. Hoes.
He'll represent you, and you'll be lucky. He'll win you 1.2, maybe 3. Oh, he's a fill of fucking Pepsi. Just call 1-900-Mussolini. And for a low fee of $3.99, he will give you expert legal advice and a free can of Pepsi.
Pepsi Film, Pepsi, not responsible. See the wrong kind of Pepsi. Top of Wrestling Talk, Circle Debate are all sponsors ad.
Call today.
Money's on the way. Call Pepsi
today. Right now. And remember, he will fight for you.
And he will, folks. Turn it on. Pepsi's bill.
What up, y'all? What's up? Welcome to see it.
That's right. And shout out to everybody already in the chat. Steven, what is up? Oh,
Yeah, little Steven. What's up, brother? Thank you for showing up. Well, Gabby once again.
Gabby.
J. Justin Redeemer.
Bagel, what is going on? You don't understand. His name is Slapjack. But do you have a word of the day for us?
I'm gonna go with good brother Briscoe. Based on the last few wrestling shows, complication.
That is so true. But man, let's get into what happened.
Blood and Guts was complicated. Lord knows the John Cena tournament is complicated as fuck. And we about to go in the Golden Rush, which is just plain messy.
That's right, baby. That is absolutely right, man. Let's get into what happened 24 hours ago on Monday Night Raw. A new women's Intercontinental Champion because of course, AJ Lee making her comeback, costing Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental. Congratulations to Maxine Dupree for winning the Intercontinental Championship. The return of Gunther. The return of Nick Nemeth as, of course, Dolph Ziggler. And the returns of the OTC, Roman Reigns, and the Beast Incarnated Brock Lesnar. And man, what a yippee-doo, right? I mean, what can we say? But man, talk about Edge. Man, talk about Raw, man. Talk about it. Bring it up, man. The floor is yours.
I will say this Raw was pretty decent. I give it a B+. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I only gave it a B+ because of two things: seeing Carmelo Hayes on Raw and seeing Javon Evans show the fuck out, and of course John Cena. But the truth of the matter is, it was good to see Gunther and Gunther came out in his old gear and his old music. I thought it was really good. The only one of the beefs I have with this tournament so far is I feel like all these matches we have seen on a Raw or SmackDown. I'm bothered by the fact that they are not introducing new people. Javon is like the newest person on that roster who got brought up. No one else on that in that tournament is quote unquote a young up and comer. We're basically just seeing matches we would have seen it. And I respect the fact that some of that is needed, but I was expecting a sprinkle of more new young talent. And honestly, as much as I love Matt Cardona and Dolph Ziggler, they're not young rookies. I mean, where's Obafemi? Like literally, Raw was good. I love the John Cena. I love the John Cena segment. I love AJ Lee. I especially love the run-in by Charlotte Flair, who I think we talked about this. This new character she's doing with Alexa is amazing. So, and my girl Maxine winning the belt, I think is the smartest thing they can do. They literally, they decided to be smart and not consolidate all of it to their upper talent. And Maxine has been showing up and doing the thing 3 nights in a row. And this night was no different. I was very pleased they pulled that plug. I was surprised. I was happy that they used AJ Lee to do it, because that's a good strong start for the women. For women's war games. That's a really good indicator that AJ Lee's going to be in war games. At least that's my opinion. I believe AJ Lee's going to be the next one in war game, the 5th one in war game.
No, I agree. I agree with you 100% because you saw what happened. Like, okay, when we saw Rhea, like, could we talk?
Yeah. But I will be honest though, the only thing I did not enjoy was Nikki Bella.
I think we all did. I gotta even tell you that I didn't even enjoy that one myself. What's going on, Jay? What's happening, fellas? What is going on? Let's see. Stephen looks like yep, exactly. There you go.
Yeah. So that's a good build though. That is actually if you think about it, this is the first time the women's women's war side actually had a fucking story.
Yeah.
So like I said, this Raw was a B, a little maybe close to a B plus, depending on whatever you like. But truth be yeah, I agree. But I enjoy the fact that they're still playing with the tension and that we still get fun segments and wrestling. But like I said, the thing I'm most happy about, and I think was a show of the night and the match of the night, was Javon versus Gunther.
Oh hell yeah, that was match of the night, man.
I know we love Javon, and I will freely admit at COD we may be a little bit biased towards him, but we also love Gunther. And putting those two together, talking about a clash of styles, was probably the best call and the best match. Like that's the kind of young talent I want to see. Because as much as no one say, Gunther's still a young dude. He got another 10 years in him, and he's still like the future of the company. Javon Evans got like to the moon, as they say. I was hoping to see more stuff like that. Like that's what I was hoping to see. Like real stuff like that. Like I wouldn't have minded seeing Trick and Ethan Page get put in the match in that tournament as well.
Yeah.
I didn't really care about outside talent, but the truth of the matter is that I really wanted to see more NXT guys coming up.
Oh, that's right. That happened during commercial break. The Giants shuffling with the Judgment Day after their matchup. That's true.
Yeah, Steven, I chose not to because Scatterboot with the broken ankle should know goddamn well they ain't supposed to be doing that bullshit.
And shout out to World Elite. Double J, Slap Nuts and Podcasting. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay saying it was necessary to have the segment with Charlotte Bliss, Rhea Sky on SmackDown after last night.
Yeah, I think so. I believe it was.
Yeah.
Because right now I think what they were trying to do was everyone's guessing that Charlotte's going to turn on them. And that's what SmackDown was for. I think Raw was she's not turning, like her character's not going to turn on her. I still think it's Alexa. The Alexa who turns on her. I think Alexa's going to be the one who goes heel.
That's going to be interesting because I don't know. Alexa turning heel, would it make sense?
Based on SmackDown, it's not a bad call. I don't know necessarily if it's necessary, but who knows? Honestly, nobody may turn, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but okay, let's say you book it. If you make it happen, how would you book the scenario though? How would you book it at
the heel turn?
Yes.
I think it happens after War Games. I think there's a fuck up in War Games, and Alexa gets pissed off about it again. And then whatever happens, I think it's because Alexa takes the pin.
Mm-hmm.
And then that following Monday is when she would turn. Because I think what happens, I think it's a miscommunication. Alexa gets screwed over because of the bad timing or whatever you want to call it. And then she gets pissed, which will tie into that SmackDown storyline. But yeah, I think that's how that's how I would book it. But but for me, the storyline is Alexa has to get pinned.
Well, makes sense. That actually would have made sense to see it. And because I don't know, like the way how I feel like they really want to just right now, not the right time to even turn Charlotte heel. I think you need to keep her as a face at the moment. I think that's the best decision. I mean, with Alexa, she can play both. We like her as a heel or a face. With Charlotte, on the other hand, it's like she needs the face momentum right now from the audiences, in my opinion.
And she likes being a face. She's really good at it right now.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
So, and this character arc for her feels more like Charlotte than the quote unquote queen persona.
She's a Flair. What do you expect? Turning heel.
I think that's why they will not turn her heel, because she's a Flair. I think one of the big things that was her biggest flaw was that she was Flair's kid, and everybody expected her to be like Flair. And I know that's how fucking Vince was booking her.
Yeah, he was. That's very true. He was. He was like, Charlotte as a face. Oh, she's better as a heel. I get you that she's better as a heel, Steven, but the thing is that right now, with her personal situation, what happened prior, her mental situation, she needs this type of atmosphere as a face to get the crowd behind her again. Because I feel like when she left and then when she came back from her injury as a heel, you could get whatever's a heel, but I feel like it'd be flat for her now because it's too obvious. It's like, it's a heel, like whatever. Like there's no interest. She'll lose interest as a heel. Here in this case, I was a redeemer. Like I wasn't feeling either the tag team between her and Alexa. But then then the chemistry, the segments that we'll have, and even on social media, like, oh, baby besties, all this with the heart, and it got the audiences like myself as well included to get behind Charlotte, and she's been doing great in the ring, and she needed to find that rhythm again, and I think as a face, it's better for her to stay that way for her to feel the momentum more, because if she turns a heel, it's gonna go flat with the audience. I wouldn't do it.
I agree. It's gonna be the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, you want to switch it up with her. That's something you want to make it different for her. So I
think she knows that 100%. And honestly, I think this persona is truly closer to her NXT persona.
I agree 100%. Like, shout out to Alex. Even you said it right there. It's true. It's like,
Alex, I agree with Alex. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I was a big fan of Charlotte when she was a face and a heel. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I would go online and see the shit people said about that woman for no goddamn reason, and it bothered the shit out of me.
Me too.
But like I said, this new persona, she seems genuinely happy. She's doing it great, and again, it reminds me of Charlotte Flair from NXT. Well, Charlotte from NXT. They never wanted to use her last name. They never wanted to use her last name in NXT.
Yeah, and Jay saying that the payoff, Flair and Bliss needs to happen at Mania. The story is good and it captured you. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, but I'm not gonna lie to you though. I am excited for the Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Flair when that finally happens.
Yeah, for that rematch for sure. Because obviously they were interference from Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, and definitely got to see. Let's see. Redeemer saying, remember, 99% of WWE says Ric Flair is the greatest of all time. So there's always going to be a corporate backing of Charlotte. The fans will always be the detractors of the Queen character.
Well, I think it's the Queen character was a terrible character in the first place. I think it really was a terrible character because it just did not feel like her. It just didn't feel like her. But yeah, I still don't get why they call Ric Flair the greatest. I mean, greatest of all time is a bold statement. I mean, do I think he was great? Yes. Does he belong on Mount Rushmore? Goddamn, yes.
He does.
But I mean, truth be told, what was it? Dirty King Lawler got more belts than Ric Flair.
And he doesn't get credit for that.
No, he does not.
He does not. Jerry Lawler does not get credit for that. And shout out to Jerry Lawler for sure. And Alex is saying, why the Survivor Series feels like WrestleMania more than WrestleMania? I
agree with you because WrestleMania is going to be in fucking Saudi Arabia, and nobody gives a fuck except for Saudi Arabia.
Royal Rumble's going to be there for next year, but not. But I know in 2 years, yes, we're going to see it over there.
Yeah, but, I think it is. But I think the reason why is that Survivor Series is still a homegrown talent show, and they actually built up something for it. And Survivor Series has a lot less pressure than WrestleMania, but Survivor Series has better stories going into Survivor Series, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed. But you see how they built the story, like very, very late, but it was kind of already expected. But we're like a week away from Survivor Series, and how they did it all in this Monday night to do it in an instant, which is fine. It's understanding because. Remember, the other Raw, it will be the last Raw where they're going to record everything, Raw, SmackDown, and they're going to take that week off for the Thanksgiving and get ready for Survivor Series. So it's kind of makes sense for them to do it yesterday. You know, the anticipation, you know, bringing back all these stars and then having the return of Lesnar and Roman, which we were expecting them to be a part of the Survivor Series War Games, the males one. The females, I'm thinking we're going to get it either on SmackDown. I don't know if you feel the same, that we might get them to finally announce, hey, we got the AJ Lee, Team Rhea, you know, Becky, Team, you know, Kabuki Warriors. Do you think we might get it this SmackDown, or you think we might get it on Monday Night Raw?
They'll do it on SmackDown, because I think what they're doing smartly is they're using social media and their telecast shows to tell their stories.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And they started doing that a while back, because that's when they would have those segments that didn't air live, like when Kevin Owens did that shit on offline. The reason being is it's a cheaper, faster way to tell your story without telling your story on public.
Right.
And I don't know how I feel about it, but the reason that some of those storylines are going so fast but are kind of feel fleshed out a little bit is because they're using both shows and they're feeding into each other, but they're also using some backstage segments, and they're also using social media kind of perpetuate a lot of it. So so kind of okay. I think that's a smart move. I'm still a little iffy on it, because it still depends that everyone has to follow WWE online to really get it too.
And I think that's one thing too. We noticed they're focusing more on the social media atmosphere to like put stories there and not putting it. Isn't it funny how they're doing that? And years ago, and tell me if I'm wrong saying this, years ago, who was doing that shit with more with social media than on television? The other promotion. They were doing that. They were putting like a little in the beginning though.
In their defense, what I will say is the old man didn't want to do it.
Of course, he's like, "What the fuck man is on Twitter, damn it?"
But I do think that it was an idea that someone had, and that they were just keeping it in their back pocket till the old man left. Because truth be told, this feels a little too calculated to be out of the blue. I think they had always had a social media plan in place. They were just waiting to use it. Like I said, I think it's a smart move. I think it's smart to also include it as part of the Raw and SmackDown televising stories. I know it feels real late sometimes, and sometimes it does, and it does backfire on them a lot. Like Karrion Kross is a perfect example, in my opinion. That could have been a really big story for him. But truth be told, I think welcome to the party. They're acting like every other company in all of America.
Yeah. The other thing too, that you know what surprises me in this scenario too, in this males war game situation, that they did not involve LA Knight in this matter.
Yeah.
I think they're punishing him ever since a sign that he took from the fan, and they kind of like took that off. I don't know if that has something to do with that. I mean, I don't know if
I'll be honest, they've been punishing that man long before that sign. They have been punishing him long before that sign, because I'm not gonna lie to you, there are storylines that he was in that makes no fucking sense.
That's true.
Going back to when he had to beat quote unquote Seth with that fake injury, and that storyline went nowhere.
It didn't. It fucking didn't go anywhere.
They literally used him to tell that story, and then literally didn't use him to do anything else with that. He didn't join the Vision fight. He didn't get caught anything. They just literally just screwed him over.
Yeah.
So I think he's been punished long before that. I don't know what the reason is or what their reasoning is, but I'm literally sitting here going, what the fuck did he do but get himself over?
That's what I'm wondering too. And but also, what else the fuck did he do for him to be in this situation? Like, that's where I'm at with it.
My guess, he must have went off a script on something.
He probably did. That's what I'm thinking too.
But
so, I mean,
but even then, I'm pretty sure he wasn't disrespectful to somebody's talent. I just think he literally was just like, I don't want to do this because I don't think this works. Or maybe he did a promo segment that nobody liked, which makes no sense. Because I shit you not, every time that man does a promo, people love that man.
Oh no, I agree. I absolutely agree. That's why I'm like, what the fuck did he do for him to be in this situation? That's where I'm at with it. It's like let's see. Let's see. Alex is asking, what do you think of making John Cena versus Dom at Survivor Series again? I mean, it's Dom's hometown. I don't know if Cena's gonna lose IC there. I don't think so. I hope not. Because
there is no reason for him to keep that goddamn belt.
Yeah, but he can lose it in the finals versus whoever one last time tournament. That's the thing. He can lose it to the person who loses in the finals against him. He can put the Intercontinental, put that talent over.
Yeah, he could. But tell me, who's going to put it over more than Dom?
Yeah. I mean, then again, you're going to give Dom his momentum too.
I'm going to tell you right now, the only wrestler to put over the IC title in a way that just makes it epic and almost more fun than a championship are two people: Macho Man, The Miz, and Dom. Those three wrestlers put the IC title back on the map. Macho Man laid the groundwork. The Miz made the personality to make that belt work. Because I think he's like a 15-time IC champion or something. The chat will tell me if I'm wrong. I know it's like 8 or 7, but I like calling him 15. And Dom Mysterio, literally the most hated man in pro wrestling. The only man to have a double heel turn.
Very true. That is very true. Steven's saying awful match between Bray and Knight match. Let's see. But now we're going to lose Seth for the year.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Get over by eating Slim. Let's see. Redeemer saying Knight got himself organically over, and WWE hates that because they weren't the reason. That could be the case too.
I suspect that is the case for real.
I think so too. If that's the case, it's ridiculous that they're really punishing that man for that reason. It's ridiculous.
It really makes you question the fuck's the point being talented.
Yeah, that is very true.
You might as well just be a fucking actor.
That's very true. That
so
is very true.
I don't understand because LA Knight does his business. He does his work.
He does.
He has consistently shown up for WrestleManias, every pay-per-view they put him in when he can. And he'll put over anybody because he put over that bitch Logan Paul.
That's right, he did.
But the truth of the matter is that something happened in the back and someone got feelings about him. And honestly, I don't know if it's his age that may be the problem as well.
I hope it's not his age because his age should not be doing it. Had nothing to do with that. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be. But
I hope it doesn't, because truth be told, he is one of the oldest people on the roster right now.
Oh, that is true. He is.
I mean, I personally don't give a fuck because I think what matters is your work rate and how you handle business. But you know, they funny over there.
Yeah.
They want you to be just young enough that they can do some stuff with you, but not old enough that you know what the fuck they're doing.
True. That is so true.
But yeah, all right. I think we talked about what. But speaking of, what you think about the tournament?
That we haven't even talked about. I was going to ask you about the tournament because they haven't even put the fucking bracket yet to see who, where's where, and you already see the announcement that Gunther will face the winner of Carmelo and Bronson Reed this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't even know. I know LA Knight advanced. Solo, I know I advanced, but I think Solo will fight the winner between Penta and Finn Balor.
Yeah.
So I don't know where LA Knight and Jey Uso stand in this.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, they haven't even introduced all the brackets yet. So that's where I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it was a 16-man. Are they fucking rushing it? Because I don't see anything rushed here because I don't know. You don't not have enough time. I mean,
the reason why this feels so haphazard is they're quote unquote releasing everything piecemeal, and it makes it seem like they're making that shit up on the fly. That's my opinion, because truth be told, the one thing I love about the G1 and a Continental Classic and pretty much any tournament in AEW is that they give you the whole fucking bracket right there. There may be one mystery opponent and one wild card, but for the most part, you get 99.9% of the entire bracket right there.
That's true.
WWE right here think they're being slick, talking about we got a secret wrestler coming in from a secret place.
That's very, very true.
I mean,
but you know what? But Javon, I'll tell you one thing about Javon, though. He is the feature for sure.
Yeah.
He's ready to be a main roster. I think he's ready to becoming the main roster.
This is the third time he's been on the main roster, by the way. This is the third time that they have not pulled the thing, because he showed up 3 times. Well, this is the third time. The other 2 times there, he was fucking amazing. So I do not know what they're doing with him, but shit, at this point, you might as well bring him up because he done had 3 spectacular shows.
Oh my God, man, that guy has been tremendous. So I mean,
I think the only thing that I'm worried about is the reason they're bringing him up is they don't know, they don't have a story for him. And if that is the case, leave him the fuck alone.
Yeah, I mean, and keep in mind he hasn't even won a belt.
Yeah,
at all.
That is my fear, that they don't have anything for him, and he'll come up and they will literally just let him flounder like Carmelo did the first few years he was there.
Yeah, that's my fear too. It's even my fear for Trick Williams when he comes to the main roster. It's the same thing.
I think so too.
That's what my fear too is about that.
I mean, I do know technically that's a fear for everyone who comes up from NXT. Just gonna be honest.
It is true.
But I think some guys do better faster than most people do.
Yeah. No,
But like I said, the tournament the tournament just feels very what I like to refer to as reindeer games, trying to make everything a goddamn mystery, is very tiring. It really is tiring because honestly, I don't want to think about who's going to be next. Contrary to popular belief, this ain't Final Fantasy and this ain't fantasy football.
That's true.
But it's okay to know who the fuck is going to be in the tournament.
Let's see. That's right. If he doesn't get the tag team titles, then they should move him up. That's for sure. I mean, I would love that. And yes, I agree, Alex. I love that Gunther brought his fucking theme song.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I was so happy about that. I thought, hell yeah. And I feel like he's revamping himself, kind of like starting himself over again. You see, he didn't even bring the elegancy of his code. He brought back an old school type of style Gunther from the Indies in NXT. He brought that back. So he's just trying to he's trying to start from the bottom again. I like that. But it was a great match. It was match of the fucking night. I fucking enjoyed it. And of course, Nikki Bella's fucking promo. Come on, that promo, my God, it was horrible. Horrible fucking promo. Why are you giving this woman this shot at the title?
I will be honest with you. I was never a Nikki Bella's fan, but then again, I was never a Divas fan. A Diva Era fan. That shit felt mad. That shit felt mad disrespectful to like people like Mickey James, to like Trish Stratus, to our girl, the Lost Hardy sister, Lita. But truth of the matter is that I really thought Divas era was terrible, but Nikki Bella acted like that era was the greatest era in women's wrestling.
Let's see. She was saying it's like a round robin tournament. Yeah, it is. And that's right, Alex. Happy Eddie Guerrero Day. Man, I thank God for El Paso, Texas to do that today. I know that.
That's right. It is Eddie. Yeah, it is Eddie Guerrero Day. They
did it today. I got to see the video. I know that his daughter was up there and took the course, the acceptance and giving her speech. I heard it was an emotional speech, so I got to take a look at that for sure. Alex saying the only good thing that we got out of the era was AJ Lee roasting them.
Yeah, that is true. Because honestly, I know she was not very pleased with it. In my opinion, and this is me being a fan, I think the Divas era is what drove AJ Lee to retirement.
Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong about that. I think it did. You remember when she even wrestled? I think was it a battle royal or a tag team where they were like in a bikini? Do you remember that? I forgot how long it was.
I didn't.
She was part of that, but you could tell that she was not liking it. She was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, she was not happy about that. So I mean,
so I think so. So what's the next topic?
All right, now the biggest one is, I think, well, one of the biggest ones before that one is, of course, what do we have here? TNA. Let's talk about TNA because
I'm gonna say it right now. If I'm Mike Santana, fuck those people.
You know what? Because I need to hear you when you saw that. What was it? Final Resolution. Really? You took they took what? Almost a month off, not recording, not doing TV tapings. Pretty come back, giving him a first title defense, and he loses to Franki Kazarian because he cashed in his.
And this is no disrespect to Franki Kazarian. I love Franki Kazarian.
Me too.
I think they screwed over Mike Santana.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, I think they screwed over Franki Kazarian. Franki Kazarian. I mean, other than that contract he cashed in, Franki Kazarian had no build for his run. There was nothing. The build was so lackluster and bullshit. No one was excited he won the championship other than longtime TNA fans.
Yeah.
As for Mike Santana, he lost that shit on a non-TV taping show.
Yeah.
After 1 month of them not doing shit with it or him. And now they're trying to turn into a storyline talking about he didn't want to show up for the next one.
And then he ended up showing up.
Yeah. Truth be told, if it's me, I'm getting the fuck out of there, or that's mad disrespectful.
Oh.
So that's what I'm saying about Mike Santana. World Elite, thank you.
That's right, Dylan. That's right. They'll be live and shortly, folks. Make sure as well. They'll be live with the Redeemer as well, giving their predictions for Full Gear as well. We will do that momentarily. But there you go. That's the World Elite. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow them. World Elite. Because, man, they're going to be kicking ass in a few. And let's see, Redeemer saying that too. To make matters worse, the trophy is still active because Kazarian and Nemeth are co-holders of the trophy, which was another dumb TNA decision right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. AEW out of Macklin and his wife Deanna is there. Inspiration hyping up the women's tag team titles.
I think Macklin would do well at AEW for real. Just to be honest with you, I do think Macklin would do well in TNA. I think Mustafa Ali. I think I want to see him stay independent and go, but I don't think I want to. I don't know if he should. I do think he should sign a short-term contract with TNA, not another long-term one. Because I think he's done well there. Don't get me wrong. Him and Cedric Alexander done had bangers.
Yeah, they big time bangers.
I think the inspiration was the only interesting thing in the women's tag division, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they don't even have much, depth in the women's division right now. They're fucking hurting.
Yeah,
they're really, really hurting.
So I think the Hardys. I don't think the Hardys is coming back.
You see them? You see them coming back to WWE?
Yeah, I think so. They have already said that is their ultimate goal. They want to come home and retire at WWE.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Same with Steve Macklin. I think he's going to AEW. I think it's smart to bring him with AEW. Yeah, Alex is. Yeah, like I said, Alex, we said the same thing earlier. I think Mike Santana going to NXT. I think Mike Santana is going to NXT, and I think his first fight's going to be with Obafemi.
But remember, Obafemi just if that's the case, could this be Obafemi's exit from the NXT to main roster?
Yes. I think what ends up happening is I think Santana meets Obafemi. They fight, have a really good program. And then Mike Santana beats him till he gets to beats Obafemi out of NXT to the Raw. I mean, do I think Mike Santana can be on the main roster? I would like him to be, but I don't think he's ready for it.
I don't think they'll use him very well in the beginning. They won't. They'll probably just have him like, okay, hype up, anticipation, 1 or 2 matches, the main roster, and then flat out mid card. It's the same shit where Lucha Brothers situation right now where they are currently. It's the same fucking shit. And
well, it is a little different though. It is a little different.
Okay.
Ray Phoenix and the Lucha Bros, not just like they're separate. The Lucha Bros essentially came in cold. They came straight from AEW. Yeah, they had a little bit of fanfare and yeah, they had a little bit of controversy, but they came straight from AEW. Mike Santana has already done WWE product before. He showed up on NXT, which means he does have a relationship with them. Mm-hmm. And he's actually had tryouts with them already. And he has shown, like I said, showing up on NXT does give him a foot in the door. So they might be a little bit better, but I don't know. As for AJ Francis, yeah, I definitely think he's staying.
Oh, yeah, he's staying. He ain't coming back. He's staying. He's getting them more hyped up either as a heel in TNA. You know, I love the Top Dollar. I love like what he does there. You know, with him and Rich Swann. You know, I like it with him and Casey Navarro too. But Navarro got hurt, of course.
Truth be told, I think the only people leaving are Steve Macklin, the Hardys, Mike Santana. Yeah, I think those are the only ones leaving. I don't think anyone else is leaving on this list. Jody Threat's a wild card. I can't predict that one.
Me too. I can't that one either. Jody Threat is a wild one. I don't know where to kind of put Jody in that situation. I have no idea.
But like I said, I do think Jody does have the option to go any goddamn place they want. But if they do go to WWE, they're in NXT easy. If they go to AEW, they're in ROH.
Yeah. Cedric, I don't see him leaving. I think he's in a freelance.
Yeah, I think he's happy kind of developing him. He's still developing himself right now.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, I think he's working towards AEW.
You still think because MVP is convincing him and Lashley and Shelton, hey, come on now, come and join us.
They still miss the Hurt Business.
Yeah, if so, I just got to see how it's going to bury the hatchet with Tony Khan, though. Remember the situation with him and Swole.
Here's the thing. It's a businessman. They're all businessmen. I think they'll let it go. I truly believe they'll let it go because, truth be told, we thought Karrion Kross would never consider going to AEW. He's like, yeah, I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to say that. Yes. Yeah. Yep. So I will say this. I think Cedric's going to go to AEW because at this point in time, the Hurt Locker, whatever the fuck they're called right now, Hurt Syndicate. The Hurt Syndicate right now is getting a little.
We hurt people. That's right. Man.
The Hurt Syndicate's a little bit stale, and honestly, I don't like them as a face.
Well, because I like them either way. They're like I don't consider them a face.
No. I like them. Period. I don't like them as a face. They are boring. They were way more interesting when they were just beating up the entire tag team roster. Because you believe they could beat the shit out the entire tag team roster.
Oh fuck yeah! I feel like shit. I think they can.
Imagine that with Cedric Alexander flying through the air, going surprise, bitch.
I keep forgetting to get that clip. Surprise, motherfuckers! All eyes, motherfuckers. That clip from that guy.
But yeah, so like I said, don't be surprised if he shows up in a year or two.
Yeah,
if he may renew for another year, but I suspect that after that next year he ain't coming back.
Yeah, that's.
But it is possible that. Well, I mean, my concern is that it's possible they may invite him back to WWE because he did get some good compliments from. Oh no, that was Mustafa Ali. Never mind. As Mustafa Ali got a little pull aside by Shawn Michaels. No,
I don't see it.
I love Keith Lee, but that man, I don't know if you can be a heel user indubitably.
Exactly. I just don't see him coming back. I just don't see. I mean, the only last fit where it makes sense for Keith Lee to go to is Ring of Honor with Shane Taylor Promotions because he has a history with Shane Taylor in Ring of Honor back in the days. I'm just worried about Keith Lee and just want him to be healthy to come back. Period. That's the main thing. I agree 100%. Sienna got two young, talented ladies, Danny Luna and Jody Thread. Yeah. No, that's for sure. Agreed, Alex. See, TNA got two young, talented people. Danny, yep, that's for sure. We bore people. We bore people.
That's exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You were saying the fact that her Syndicate feud with the Demand is still going isn't really helping them. I know it's not helping them.
It's not helping. It doesn't make sense because here's the MVP can't fight full time.
No, but the thing is, remember that they didn't want to. They're not going to put over FTR. They didn't want that. So that's the reason why the Bro Tito situation occurred, having them win the tag team belts. Because they're like, no, we're not fucking losing to them just because out of their favor. Fuck them. So that's pretty much like what they pretty much told Tony Khan and the writers. I'm not doing that. So, and that's how you know that there's Tony Khan is very, very soft when it comes to it. So I get it.
No, I don't think so. But what I think is that Tony Khan is still building his roster.
Of course.
I think they're negotiating. And I think, to your point, maybe he shouldn't negotiate so much with young talent, even if it is even if it is seasoned guys. But the truth of the matter is that as much as I like Tony, he's still new.
Of course.
Like, theoretically, he can't afford to quote unquote insult everybody. And he can't run over everybody or his talent. So he has to do something. So truth be told, at least for the foreseeable future, he should at least talk and negotiate storylines, which honestly is what Vince did. The only difference is Vince would go, fuck you, we're doing it this way anyway, or lie to them and do that shit behind their back. So the truth of the matter is people want to get mad at Tony because, quote unquote, he listened to his talent. We just pissed off at Triple H because he refuses to.
Yeah, that's very true.
So you can't be mad at Tony for doing everything you tell Triple H to do.
That's very true.
Everyone keeps saying that, but the truth of the matter is wrestling is a business. The man knows how to do a business. Just because you don't like the way he does his business doesn't mean he doesn't understand pro wrestling. It just means he does it differently than we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
That's I'm not saying Alex is wrong in his perception, but for me, that's how I see it myself.
No, I'm with you on that. And Steve is saying, wondering if TK panicking, worrying who's buying Warner Brothers Discovery. I mean, that's why, he's doing a lot of, right now, a lot of trademarks. Not sure for what, not sure what his plans are. I know he's doing
that's a streaming move. He's like literally in the event WB gets bought Discovery, theoretically, whoever buys it could say everything he's created under AEW belongs to WB Discovery. So if he doesn't like the contract they give him as part of that sale, they could theoretically say you can't leave because we own you.
Very true.
So the trademark is being done because he needs to make sure everything's locked down. So if he has to leave, he ain't got to worry about losing anything on the way out the door.
Yeah. No.
Like I said, the man may not quote unquote know wrestling the way people like, but the man do know business.
Yeah. No, absolutely. See, hopefully this is not another show or belt. I don't know. Hopefully, he already introduced another belt that he's going to give the Casino Battle Royal, so we already know that national championship. But look, with TNA, the Hardys, I do see them leaving. Steve Macklin, I don't see him going anywhere because there's no other options up there. He could go with his wife. That's fine. Get bigger payday. That's fine. And on Dandy, he could go to Ring of Honor. Yes. But is it going to benefit him? Yeah. Like, financially, yes, I would say. Persona-wise, no. I don't feel like there's going to be nothing. Could we say that we look at his credentials, what he accomplished? Yes, a former TNA World Champion.
I'll be honest with you. Here's the question. What's Steve Macklin's character right now?
He's like right now, he's more the fighting. For me, his character of what I see, he's like he is like the heart and soul of the product. Is what he ever since that promo he took out when he won that championship international title back at Bound for Glory. He took out that promo, everything else. Like I should know what's it Bound for Glory. I think it was Slammiversary, where he took out that promo at the time with Leon Slater and the Hardys, and that promo got to me like, yeah, this guy's a fighting champ. He, you know, his first beginning character was like a Punisher style to me. Now he's like the Owen Hart type of style. Rest in peace, Owen, meaning the heart and soul of a promotion. Is kind of like the same how Owen was when he was a Black Heart in that kind of way. So that's what Macklin kind of throws at me. He is like in between there.
So here's my thing. He's in the middle of his gimmick right now. I think he had a couple of good gimmicks in the very beginning, but I think right now he's floundering. I think he's floundering. I think he needs a change, which is why I think going to AEW would be better for him career-wise.
Okay.
It gives him it's like the same reason Okada came to AEW. Needed a change on his character, on his current look and style.
I wouldn't even say like his look of his style. I mean, his style, yes, we knew he was capable of doing that.
His style is fine. I think more along the lines of like presentation.
Well, yeah, of course. And you know, what else? There was any other accomplishments that he could have done in New Japan? He did all of them already.
Yeah,
like the Grand Slam champion, pretty much you could say. Like he did it all.
Yeah.
I mean, what he would have done? Go to Noah, go to All Japan, go to DDT. He could have done that if he wanted to. But he didn't. He chose not to.
And like I said, the truth of the matter is that I think at this point in time, TNA is a flat line for them.
They're in trouble. I feel they're really in trouble. It's just I don't know what Anthem and Silva's waiting for. Is it because they don't have the money for it, or they're planning to sell the product? I mean, we already know you guys signed with the international with Colado Sports, right there, international all over Latin America. Fine and dandy. You got that part of that money. You still haven't announced the American audiences where they can watch it. You still have Access TV, but you know you're still seeking for a Peacock. You're seeking for CW. You're still seeking for even Amazon Prime and shit. You're even seeking, you know, Disney to help anything, and nothing by far. And we're already close to the end of the year.
Yeah, like I said, and truth be told, I know I gave TNA a lot of shit, but they are still a quality product. They are still a quality brand.
He said this yesterday. He said this yesterday.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, certainly they are certainly looking that way. Maybe, but I want to give them. I give them a little bit benefit of the doubt. But to both of your points, maybe Anthem's deliberately screwing them over. Maybe
that's what I was thinking too.
Because maybe he's trying to do it so they can lowball the price or whatever. I don't know what it is. Because truth be told, if you are smart, you would cash in and find some way to jump on WWE's TV deal with Peacock.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. I would literally go, "Hey, we know you despise a Saturday Night's Main Event. Well, I do. How about we give you TNA pay-per-views?"
That's right.
So you don't need to do the whole casting thing, but you can definitely do your pay-per-views through streaming. But like I said, it wouldn't be a huge market, but you could probably book it at a time that's easier for people to watch. Because I don't know how many people actually are TNA fans, because we don't really count.
I count myself, but I'll watch it currently like how I used to. But back in the days, yes. Back in
the day, we all did. But TNA is still a niche product in pro wrestling. It's like trying to find an ROH fan back in 2000.
Yeah.
If anybody knew who ROH was, you knew that motherfucker was real.
What's up, Rocco?
Rocco, don't even get me started about that bullshit.
Shit. It was given. We already knew. Come on.
Yeah, but here's the problem I have from a story perspective. Why did Roman come back? Because theoretically, Brock Lesnar is a secret entrant. So what brought Roman back? Because remember, before he left, he said, "I see both of y'all at Christmas."
Yes, I know. He did say he didn't say Thanksgiving. He did not say Thanksgiving. He said, "I'm thinking Christmas and New Year's."
What brought Roman back? They gonna tell that story, or did Roman Roman just be out here slapping motherfuckers saying, "I'm coming in when I'm coming in"?
Something fucking tells me that either Cody's gonna say, what he wants to talk about. I called him. He owes me a favor. Or CM Punk's gonna say the same thing. Hey, remember, you owe me a favor too. I helped you in last year's War Games. You owe me a favor. You know, who knows? I have no idea. But then the favor was already paid for Punk. I guess you could say
exactly. It was exactly.
So Cody. Then you could say it was Cody. Then Cody's the last one.
You could say Cody was, but here's my thing: you bring in Brock Lesnar, so they're gonna run back Roman versus Brock again, because we didn't get enough of that shit in the first time.
I'm fucking sick and tired of it. I just wanted to. They need to like. I'm just. It's not even about what's Lesnar being involved in the McNugget situation. Not about that. It's just that it's. Oh, you know what? Let me say that when we get to that last topic. I'm gonna save that.
Just to save you trouble, I'm gonna say it. It's because of that Vince bullshit and the shit he did. Why I hate that motherfucker.
Well, yeah. For my, it's more than that. It's more than.
And
that.
I'm gonna say, I mean, obviously his presence annoys the shit out of me as his existence. Yeah, you know, I'm sure somebody love him, but it ain't me.
It ain't me either. So I mean, but I'm with you. I'm with you with Mustafa. I agree with the inspiration. I see them probably staying. You know, AJ staying. Mike Santana's the one. I don't know. I'm still confused of what the situation is. Why they decided to take away the belt away from him. I will.
In such a weird manner, I might add, a very weird manner.
It is, because what the fuck? You could have given it to him at Slammiversary in his hometown.
It's literally like losing a belt on a Sunday Night Heat.
Thank you. You fucking put it right into the fucking. Oh my god, you nailed it. You fucking nailed it on that. You nailed it. Who's this Vince character? I don't know. You tell me, pal.
I'll be honest. The man has worked so hard to get to this point. I feel like it really does insult him.
Well, you heard fucking Mike Shapiro was like, I'm going to erase everything from what he's done and create something, a new dynasty for this new product. Come on, I guarantee you this motherfucker's going to try to erase Mania, Survivor Series, Rumble. He wants to get rid of all the old-fashioned names and create his own shit. This ain't fucking UFC, Mike Shapiro. No, it's not, Emmanuel. It's fucking bullshit. So it's
Rocco, it makes per Rocco's right, man. John Cena's retiring. He ain't trying to have no Hell in a Cell or some nightmare match.
He don't need to be in it. He doesn't need to be in it. Not at all. But before we get into full gear, might as well we're getting into that topic. The topic is, of course, just like what the episode says here, folks. All over the world, Craig. What has been Blockbuster Lackluster this fucking year? In the world, Craig. The whole year? We're almost there, but the whole fucking world, Craig. Ain't that right? Just tell me what it has been Blockbuster Lackluster.
The one thing I will say was the most Blockbuster thing, and this is recent, was the women blood and guts match.
Yep.
That was the most, that one right there, I think. And yeah, because it's the first, they did go out of their way to make that shit a nightmare. But even then, there was some shit they did in that felt really, really good. And not just because of the violence. That goes without saying. They told a hell of a story. Because the way that match ended was fucking perfect, which led perfectly into the women's tag match.
Oh yeah, I think that was like the women stole that show, man.
100%, 100%.
So happy for them.
Don't worry, seeing Darby get thrown into a fiery table was also nice. But at the same time, I mean, do I think it's necessary? No. But I was glad to watch it. So, but that's the most recent one. If I look at the whole year, the most important thing to me, Blockbuster wise, that I have, because I have followed this man since he first started in DDT.
I think I already know who.
You know my boy. Konosuke Takeshita. And it's not just like him winning the belts and tournaments and stuff. It's his rise to get that belt. From winning, from great performances in the G1, winning the last one, getting his title shot. Steven, stop stealing my answer, goddammit.
Shout out to the studio views on wrestling. What is going on? What's up, people? What is good?
But,
we're talking about Blockbuster and Lackluster in professional wrestling overall by far.
Yeah. So Takeshita, the way Takeshita rose to where he is, from being AEW, from being slapped around in AEW, bad booking, in my opinion, in AEW, in my opinion, was probably the best thing about the year for me. Literally, that's the best thing about the year for me. Now, for Lackluster, I'm going to start this off this way. I don't mind belt collectors. I do not mind belt collectors. What I do mind are motherfucking boring wrestlers. Here's the thing. You have close to, this is before the 13 titles. You got at least 10 to 12 titles. You beat Ultimo Dragon. You literally have the mic skills of Dan Quayle. That's the vice president. Y'all kids don't know.
Sorry, continue. My apologies.
But it is not fun to watch her be an asshole. It is cringy. It is hard. You spend a good chunk of the time watching her promo, guessing what she's going to say, or knowing what she's going to say, and her delivery is terrible. There is not a point in her promo that feels as though it Steven sees me. Thank you, brother. But the truth of the matter is, you spend most of the time going, I'm supposed to hate her? I can't even stand to have her on my screen. And it's not because she's a bad wrestler. It's not because I think she's a bad person. It's because her promo skills do not match the energy of someone who beat Ultimo's Dragon belt. Getting past, like, not even talking about the belts, she does not feel like, truth be told, it's like they're trying to do a version of Charlotte Flair, the Queen, and she is missing the mark every single time. Because I do not believe her 1% when she does it.
I don't think not also in AEW, but also any other promotion she goes to. I didn't even fucking believe her with the House of Glory promo. I'm sorry. It's just a lack of promo. I've always been saying it's a problem. It's a lack of promo for her.
Because I mean,
everything else is fine, but just the promos, she needs to work on that. She needs to develop that. You're a veteran.
It's the same. I mean, as much as I love him to death, it's the same problem guys like Ronnie Garvin, guys like Bret Hart had. They just didn't have that last piece of the puzzle, which was promos and personality. Bret Hart's hilariously funny. It just did not come across in his promos. The same with Ronnie Garvin. The same with Brad Armstrong. He's one of my favorites. The same thing. Like Brad Armstrong, from what I'm told, was hilarious. I was sitting there going, shit, I don't know, but I ain't seen it in his promos. Something. But the truth, like Arn Anderson, honestly, Arn Anderson got like one move set. No, that's not true. He got like shit. He's great.
He got a couple move sets.
He got a whole. Don't get me wrong. Arn Anderson's amazing. I'm just fucking with him. But truth be told, Arn Anderson put a mic in Arn Anderson's hand. That man's, it's like being in church. 100%. And keep in mind, Arn Anderson only won tag belts, and I think a few singles belts, not a couple of them. Like, but truth be told, that man, because of his promos, who was always talking in his tag team? They didn't ask Ole to speak when he was in Minnesota Wrecking Crew.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You did.
They didn't ask. And don't get me wrong, I love Tully, and Tully was great as well. But the first person to talk was Arn Anderson.
Yeah, it's true.
So my point of the matter is, and this goes back to what you said earlier, Mercedes Moné does not sell herself as one of the greatest of all time.
She doesn't. And it's like, I know Alex is saying that she needs a mouthpiece, and I mean, I know Stu's saying that she doesn't. I'm not saying that she needs it. I'm just saying she needs to improve it. Everything, all her credentials are there. The problem is that promo is like you're repeating yourself over and over and over. We get it. Hello, this, I'm this. We get it. We get the whole 5 minutes of it. But the last 5 minutes of it is like.
What I don't understand is how come she's not tapping into who she was in NXT?
I question that too. I really
like
do.
Literally, because I loved her at NXT and her promos in NXT were very good. And I do not like when she was fucking with Bayley, that shit was great.
I don't know what's holding her back. That's the right question.
I mean, my thing is it's got to be the storytelling and booking at AEW. That's the only reason, because like she should be like, I mean, I don't think she has that much control as people think she does. But I will say I think she got perks, but I don't think she got control.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is that is my lackluster of the year. Like I have been waiting for her to make a turn to be good on promos. Maybe now with 13 belts, she'll find something. Because at this point, it's like 13 reasons why.
I mean, that could be the case too, Stu. But that's where I think the disaster we're gonna get from her is for her losing those belts.
Yeah, like when she crashes out, that need to be epic. It needs to be epic, Stu. It needs to be so bad they call in medical professionals to help that woman.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I appreciate you, Stu. Thank you so much for subscribing. We appreciate you very much.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Oh, we thank you so much. We appreciate the love. Really do. I see Mercedes
I
wrestling.
gotta say right now, I will be honest with you, Steven. You couldn't find a match I'm less interested in. Now, with all due respect to Red Velvet, because I know she's still an up and comer, I don't want to be rude to that woman, but I think they not doing her any goddamn justice. I would sooner rather have her fight and lose to Sky Blue.
Yeah, but remember, the Red Velvet is the actual television Ring of Honor Women's Champion, but she got hurt, and then they put her in inaugural one. So then that's why they're fighting for the Unified Television Championship tomorrow for that. So which doesn't make any sense. Yeah, they're gonna give it to Monet. If it does, it'll be 14 time.
I mean, are they going to really have her beat Ric Flair's record now?
I mean, we can't even call it a Ric Flair record because it doesn't. I don't see it. I just see him really more 14 different titles. That's just what it is. It's not like Ric Flair. Ric Flair has been a 16-time world champion.
At this point in time, I don't know how many more goddamn promotions. She like out here like Thanos and shit, stealing people's gems.
Let me see. Christopher saying that Monet is not losing because it is in Boston. Oh, that's right. They are fighting in Boston.
So my thing is like now she like Thanos get all these gems and shit.
And you're just gonna. I mean, hey, you know what? Like I said, I'm not hating on it. It is what it is. My thing is really more the promos is where it lacks. The lackluster of hers is.
I'll be honest. The only time she was interesting is when she was with Athena.
And that's what I've been saying.
No. My point is, it's not her. It's Athena who's making her interesting.
That's what I'm going with you. You're not wrong. I'm with you on that. It's the same how it was with Timeless. When she was feeding with Timeless, who was helping her in the promos? Who made her look fucking good in those fucking segments they had before at All In? Timeless. Not Monet. Not versus her in the promo, but it helped her to figure out an idea what the fuck to say to counteract with, Tony Storm in those promos.
I'll be honest. Timeless Tony Storm should not got over. It should not have gotten over. It is an impossible storyline. It is an impossible character to get over, and she did it.
Oh, Redeemer's Island. That's a joke. Let's see, Mercedes Stokely. Your brother?
He needs a female Stokely.
Who will fit in that? That's who
If it was me, I would give her an old school wrestler. There's two people that come to mind that could be her manager.
I think I know, but go ahead. I'm curious. Let's see if I'm right.
The first one is Jazz.
I knew it. I was going to say the fucking same shit. I was going to say the same shit.
Although the second was a little bit of a personal preference of mine.
Okay, what is it?
Wendy Richter.
Wendy Richter? Oh. Just
Can
to
you
piss off Tony Storm.
Can you imagine what the storyline for Tony Storm would be? Can you imagine? Can you truly imagine?
Wendy fucking Richter. Out of all people. That's fucking interesting. Wendy Richter. Oh, God. That's very interesting.
That's how I would book it, frankly.
Look, lackluster for, I mean, okay, let me go start with Blockbuster. Blockbuster, you mentioned one. Blockbuster. Excuse me. Blockbuster for me, whether people like it or not, he has been in a heel mode that, man, he got everybody talking, but he's a Blockbuster internationally right now because he's getting fucking known and he's getting a face fucking recognition. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. And now people, I'm not this word. Konosuke. Konosuke is my number one. I'm with you. So the other one is Dirty Dog. Dirty Dog.
Really?
You got, come on. This guy is getting a fucking momentum in Mexico.
I would say he would be Blockbuster like a year or 2 years ago.
I'm just saying he's heading to that direction of Blockbuster.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I'm not going to say he's Blockbuster now, but he's heading to that direction because
he's
already there.
Oh, are we? Oh, wait. I mean, there ain't that much left in the year, man.
No, I know, but by far, like, he's heading that direction.
Yeah, for next year could be. If he beats Cena, and you include the fact he's got AAA. If he beats Cena, he has a AAA and the IC title. Yeah, that would mean next year. If for the next year, that would pretty much be the shit.
Oh, man, I already just could picture that Tony Khan will fucking just want to have fun. I already know.
Maybe
he would do it if he will get Wendy Richter to be a manager for Monet. He'll fucking do that shit. But I mean, okay, who can I say besides Konosuke that is a Blockbuster right now this year? Damn, there really isn't anybody else that comes in mind to me that has been a Blockbuster. I can't even know. There really isn't, honestly. I'm trying to think of internationally.
Can I rec one person?
Okay.
El Grande Americano.
I thought about him, but I can't say that because he's not even fucking there yet. He's like no Dom, the same situation. They're just loved internationally. You know.
Well, my criteria for it may be a little different.
Okay.
It's Ludwig Kaiser getting over with a ridiculous storyline in two countries at the same time.
Yeah, but you're right, though. I mean, he is getting over here in North America besides internationally, so he is getting over. Even that segment in NXT, he's like, I love that segment with him and Josh Briggs. Like, get your güero. Like, who's this güero? I'm like, you're white too, man. What are you talking about? You're not fucking. It's just, I love it how
his ass
Pete Dunne and fucking Tyler Bateman like really playing it off. Like,
he's fluent in Spanish, which makes it even better.
That's very yeah. He's can speak like 4 different fucking languages.
Yes, so that's that. So that he's the one who gets.
What's up, Ben? What is
so he's the one. He's number 2 for my what's name?
Yeah, he's human redeemer. I mean, you got a point. I mean, yeah.
Like after Takeshita, he's number 2.
I could go with that. I would say 3. I would say Takeshita 1. I would say Dom 2, and I would say Takeshita 3.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sorry, Americano 3.
It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing. It's El Grande Americano.
El Grande Americano. I need a Grande Americano from Starbucks. That's what I need. But I'll add 2 more to it just to make it like a top 5. Javon Evans and Leon Slater. They was their year. And the crowd was behind both of those. And they are the future. They are going to be more. I mean, they're blockbuster now, especially Javon. And Leon already there too on TNA, but man, those kids are going to be main eventers very soon at Mania or Slammiversary if he's still there. If Leon decides to stay there, be the future of TNA's face, the face of TNA, right? But see, this was their year for both of them. At the young age of what they're at, both of them, and what they accomplished, even with no title like with Javon, but accomplished a lot. Has the fans behind them at 100%. And that's what I loved about it. I
truly believe they're going to have a TLC moment somewhere, somehow with each other. Some way, somehow, TLC moment.
Yeah.
And steal the show and go and become legends right after that TLC match. Or some type of TLC moment. Like not a TLC match exactly, but have something that sets them off like the TLC did for the Hardys, Dudleys, and Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
Like, I think those two somewhere down the line, probably 5 years, maybe 2 or 3, based on how everything goes, because they're developing fast as fuck. In a few years, we'll have a match that makes them legendary.
Oh fuck yeah! And you know who else could be a blockbuster too? That's heading that route. If they book her right, which they should, I'm hoping they do. That's Hardy Cameron. You gotta give that woman that fucking TNT belt sooner or later. I think she could, man. I would take that gimmick of that woman and make that your. That's like I know people are gonna hate me for comparing him like to Joe Hendry, like with Joe Hendry, kind of like female version.
Here's the thing about Harley Cameron. Harley Cameron does not have all the same moves. Like she doesn't. She's not the most. I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna say it that way. She's not the most well-rounded wrestler because she's still developing.
Okay.
But she has the 2 things that she needs: mic skills and personality.
That's what she has. Those are the main
things. Those 2 things will get her over, even if she only has like one move set. Period.
Oh yeah.
Because move sets and moves in wrestling can be taught. She can learn that. She's already shown she can get better every single time she gets in the ring. That's not even a joke. 100%. Because I've seen her from her first match to her match with Mercedes. That shit was like 2 different people, which is great. Because that means she's learning. She's doing a great job. I suspect that's that's the Bryan Danielson's effect on her.
I hope you're right. I hope it is Bryan. On that too. I agree
with you. I think Harley Cameron has a really bright future. My concern, and this is my big thing, I don't know if it's with AEW.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a really good question. I don't know if it is. Could be with AEW.
I mean, I think she could be a lifer, but I'm gonna be honest. I think she has the talent to go any fuck where she wants at this point.
Oh fuck yeah! If she could take that charisma that she has, she go to Stardom, do that. I already can picture her and fucking Maki Ito doing some shit together, like doing some shit like that up in fucking Tokyo Joshi Pro, or go to Stardom, do something. You have Mishta, or like go to Marigold, or go fucking. If the last resort, she goes to TNA or NXT. I mean, she could go with that fucking gimmick and take it to the fucking moon, baby. She can take it in her own, and that's gonna be her own style. Even if she doesn't keep her I don't know if that's her real name, Hardy Cameron. I don't know if it's a character name. I have no idea. So I mean,
and honestly, I am genuinely excited for whatever Hardy Cameron does. I'll be honest. I am genuinely excited for all of her gimmicks and the random bullshit.
Yeah. I'm with 100%.
So she's like, so I agree with you about Harley Cameron, especially. I think another person that people don't talk about is Saya Kamatani.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, I like her, man. She is a badass.
PWI gave her, I think she was on the top 10
Top 10.
But truth be told, her rise has been amazing as well. Like I was a big fan of that. That's another blockbuster right there. I think people that I think went unnoticed, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Well, I went unnoticed outside of Japan, or certain circles in Japan, outside of Japan. But
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. But also the other blockbuster, and actually it's going to be a non-wrestling one per se. If I had to pick, was probably going to be, and this is a tough one, probably going to be Daniel Bryan on commentary.
I like it. I like that. I'm not gonna say no. You're not wrong.
The reason why I pick him is because his commentary feels educational.
Well, yeah, he's like
that is something we have missed in a long time. The only other person who I was going to pick was Moxley, because Moxley's more of a entertainer, and there is a part of me that wants to see Daniel Bryan and Moxley do a commentary together.
That would be interesting, actually.
Mm-hmm. Because you know what it reminded me of? Brain and Gorilla Monsoon.
I fucking knew it. That's a good comparison, though. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think, you know what? Even with Brain and Monsoon, I would even say even Monsoon and fucking
because both of them were great wrestlers to begin with, and they were doing a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, but even though I can still even see like a Monsoon and fucking Jesse Ventura too at the same time. I mean, I can see that too. Moxley, I could see being that, from the Jesse Ventura, and see Brian being that Monsoon. I could see that. Like, I could definitely see that. I don't know what scenario we're talking about. I like that idea. I actually love that. I love that.
Yes.
The only thing lackluster I could say this year is just overall is I don't blame. I know it takes time. It's just the build up for your reigning champions. Hangman's Page, his fucking championship run right now currently, and that's one. You got Punk versus us as well. But I know injury prone. I can't really blame the booking on it. I know that's why I say lackluster. To me, it's always gonna. I'm gonna repeat myself. Is you gotta have your different options and start building that, because if you're top star, it's like you're playing fucking in a football field, in a soccer field. You gotta put in. All right, you come in. You're all right. Come on, get my bench in. You gotta warm up your bench before you even decide to put them in. If your top star, whoever it is getting hurt, you got to put him in that scenario that they're already build up with the audiences. That's why you have two different option shows. It goes likewise with every other promotion. When you have two different shows, you're capable to do that. It's just that they don't execute on that. That is a problem that I feel that's why it's lackluster of the belt, the reign champions right now currently. There is no build up. You gotta fucking tell me to get excited for Saturday Night Main Event. Oh my God, CM Punk defending the title versus Logan Paul. Who the fuck wants to see that shit? I don't want to see that shit. I don't. Okay, a rematch. Samoa Joe and Hangman at Full Gear, which we'll talk about right now until we close it out. It's like, okay, Steel Cage. All right, I'm not hating on Joe. Joe's great. Put him over on Wrestle Dream. Because this could be it. That's fine. It's been a while we haven't seen a repeat, rematch for a belt. I haven't normally, by my knowledge, and tell me if I'm wrong, that by far a different.
But you haven't liked the build up to this yet? Well, we talk about that in Full Gear.
Yeah,
that's okay. I do got one more. I do got one more blockbuster and one lackluster.
Okay.
Can we say for blockbuster, Maxine Dupree? The reason why I'm picking her is theoretically she came out of nowhere. What I like about her is her development. Because think about it. There was a moment there where we thought Maxine was just going to be arm candy for Otis. And then that clip of her training at the Heart Dungeon comes out. And she has her first match against Becky. And I got to give Becky all the credit for this one. Because Becky helped put that woman over.
Yeah, she did. 100%.
And then we had a second match, and Becky took the DQ win on that one. and then the third one, and literally that is a stretched out program that people didn't think would go anywhere. So that is my blockbuster. My lackluster of the year, however, is probably going to be John Cena's heel turn.
Oh, 100%. I forgot to add that too. You're right, 100%. That is where they fucked up. Jeez, I wonder why. Mike Shapiro and Larry Emanuel, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, where the fuck are you guys are at? Especially you, Dwayne. I know you're making films, but what makes you the fucking idea? Hey, let me include myself in this and be be the guy. And where the fuck are you at? Nowhere to be found because you're making films.
No payouts, no payoffs, no storyline, no understanding what the fuck was going on.
Exactly. That shit went ate shit. It was nothing. And just like Shane McMahon, because he was there in attendance, but he probably did not want to be there, Bagel. He probably told them, like, you know what, don't show me. Just I'm here with my son. It'll be with my son. That could be the case there too.
All right, let's talk about Full Gear.
Yeah, let's close it out. Well, Full Gear. Let's talk about it, baby. Let me just put it up here for a moment. But man, definitely. I love this Blockbuster Lackluster. I'm glad I came up with that because man, we're gonna come back to it again and watch maybe next month when we do our debate awards, or we do that for sure. No, so obviously we got the brawl, the tailgate. You know, that doesn't count as the main card. You know, but we got just giving you the list. So we got, of course, you know, Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, Outrunners, the Bang Bang Gang, and Bill Franki's in the tailgate brawl for the $200,000. You have Boom Boom, baby, you know, QT Marshall and Boom Boom versus Rapunga Vice. That's going to be on that tailgate. And also we have Pac versus Darby Allin at Full Gear. We have the Casino Battle Royal to crown the first ever AEW National Champion. We have Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship. If Mark Briscoe loses, that means he will join the Don Callis family and erase the congregation. We have the Tag Team Championship on the line. We have Broditos versus FTR for those Tag Team Championships. We also have the six-man tag match. I think it was $1 million, I believe it is, which I forgot to put there, which is Kenny Omega, Jurassic Express versus Josh Alexander and the Young Bucks. Co-main event, the Women's Championship. That is Chris Allen defending against Mercedes Moné. And we have the World Heavyweight Championship on the line in a steel cage match. Hangman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe. So what are your thoughts of this? Could this be a blockbuster pay-per-view or a lackluster or the middle? Is there such thing?
I think this will be a blockbuster.
Okay. That's true. They never disappointed.
Every single match had a good story build up. Every single match. The Chris Statler and Mercedes Moné had help with the blood and guts. Joe and the Ops versus Hangman was a really good build up. Again, that was supplemented by the blood and guts match.
Yeah.
Kyle and Don Callis and versus our brother Briscoe. That's a good story. I'm a little bit tired of it. This better be the last time they fight.
This better give it to Kyle, man. I think I'm sorry, not Kyle, Mark Briscoe. You got to give him
in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, I think so too. I think he needs to win the belt because at this point, if he doesn't win, it's pointless. Because Kyle Fletcher right now is really, really fucking over. As for the tag match, I want Brodito to win. I don't want FTR. They don't need to win. But, you know, if you want the Hurt Business versus FTR, yeah, I think that's probably going to happen.
We know why, because of course they're going to show up.
And I'm excited about it, so I don't care.
You don't care. Okay, fair enough.
Here is Darby versus. Oh, can you see me now?
Yeah, you can go for it. You repeat that.
I should be caught up. I think I caught up. It is Death Riders and Pac versus Darby. because I think these storylines are a way because I think Death Rider is just going to have a shift. I think Darby wins this because I think they're working on redefining and rebuilding or kind of like re-gimmicking the Death Riders. Which leads me into my storyline. I think she takes out Moxley and takes over
You got to repeat. You got to repeat that because you were cutting off.
That's my theory that they're doing it to redefine the Death Riders, and I think Darby wins because I think this eventually leads to Marina Shafir taking over the Death Riders.
You think she will, or you think Pac will not take over, or Claudio?
I think I'm turning my video off so we can make this easier.
No worries.
I think
there you got a connection now. You got a connection now.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. While you're getting connected, I'll give you mine very quick on this one.
I apologize.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, we should be okay. We're good now. We should be good.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I think Marina Shafir takes it. And I think it's because Death Riders needs to change. It's because they need the Death Riders to change on this.
Okay. That makes sense. All right. What about Statlander Monet?
At least those are my picks.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I think it's gonna be a great. I for sure want Mark Briscoe to win. I think it's his time. I think it's a time for him to win that TNT. It's gonna be a great storytelling between them. I think it is. And
it'd be very stupid to have Monet win the championship after just giving it to Chris Statlander.
No, I don't see Monet winning. I see Statlander here winning. I see her retaining this belt. Oh, there he goes. Yep, we lost connection with Pepsi Phil, folks. Hopefully he should be back momentarily. But I'll give you my picks while he's coming back. So definitely when it comes to Mark Briscoe, Cal Fletcher, I got Mark Briscoe winning. It's gonna be a great storytelling match between them two. Yes, has it been really, really prolonging the story between them? Yes, it has been. So where does it put Cal Fletcher in this direction? Maybe after the championship. But who knows? It all depends exactly. But I just feel that that Briscoe needs to win it here and have him win that. I see Briscoe winning the TNT championship. I see. I mean, with Statlander and Monet, there's no need for Monet to win this belt. It doesn't make any fucking sense. You're pretty much, if you give it to Monet in this belt, then it's pointless, senseless. It doesn't make any fucking sense. You're not, Timeless put over Statlander in her rematch. Well, it wasn't a rematch because it was a fucking triple threat, I think a 4-way. But she put her over at least. Now having Monet and Mina Shirakawa to focus on the women's tag team division, because that's a great build-up for them to do that. And I'm with Monet, this is where I think where the crash had happened, as Stu said earlier on the chat. Her gimmick change should happen here. She can't win the big one. She's like, fuck, desperate to win the big one. What are the big ways to go the direction? And I keep saying this. The next person that she's going to go after for a main championship, Athena. She's going to go after that Ring of Honor Women's Championship.
I think so. I think that's a good. I mean, that's a good booking right there. I'd watch that.
I'll book that at World's End.
Like our good
Book
brother
that
Dom,
for Athena.
like our brother Dom would say, the notorious one. Book it.
That's right, baby. I would book it. I would just have it at World's End, or have it at both pay-per-views. Have, let's say, she goes. She, you know, what is it? What's Ring of Honor's last pay-per-view of the year? Is it Final Battle?
I think so. Yeah. I think it's Final Battle, but I agree with you. I would have. I agree with you. Let her do it at World's End and have the next year just be her crashing out as she loses all the belts.
Yes, start off with that TNT belt. Like she can beat Athena for the Ring of Honor, and then have Athena beat her for the TNT belt, and then from there have her just drop every title and then have her crash out and reinvent herself. That's the best way to do it. And she could come back maybe in Revolution, reinvented, different. Maybe that could be a great gimmick for her to start with. But I just don't see her beating Stylander in this situation. I hope not. Samoa Joe, Hangman, I see Hangman retaining. I think Joe this time will put him over. And I'm going to say it now, and I'm pretty sure you said it earlier. MJF is going to come back. He's going to come back in full gear.
Yeah.
He's going to end up challenging him Hangman at World's End for that belt. I see that happening. I see it. There's no other right now. Nobody in. I mean, there's people there for he could go that could go after, or unless you get Jay White, he returns to the heel and goes after the belt. We know the history of Hangman and Jay White. Back in New Japan, so we already know how that history is.
I really hope it's Jay White. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really hope it's Jay White because I don't know if I can do another Hangman versus respectfully. I don't think I can do another Hangman versus MJF match again. But I really want it to be Jay.
I hope it's Jay White too because it gives it a different momentum, and I think he kind of deserves to get another shot at the belt. And I think it'll be a great story between Hangman and Jay White because of the history what they had as Bullet Club members back in New Japan, and when he took over, and so it will make a lot of good sense of it.
And I still remember that promo he did when he won the IWGP belt. When he basically just said, the only reason anything exists is because I put that shit on the map.
Yeah, exactly. And I sold Madison Square Garden off. Sold off Madison Square Garden. Like he's always going to say that. And unfortunately, I love Brodito. I hope they retain. But something tells me this is booked for FTR versus Copeland and Christian Cage. FTR is going to be what? This is going to be the three-time tag team champions. Is it 2 or 3, Phil? I don't remember. Is it 2 or 3? Do you remember?
I stopped. I think it's 2. I do not.
Okay. So that's for sure. It's bound to fucking be. It's booked for that reason. FTR to win his belts. They're defending it.
For what it's worth, I completely forgot about Edge and Christian in this scenario. You reminded me, and that makes more sense now.
Yeah. That's going to happen at World's End. They're going to say at World's End, we're going to take those belts, blah, blah, and then that's it. They win the belts back. And they become again.
There's my question then. So assuming the guys win the belts at AEW, how long do you think before Copeland officially retires?
I think we need to have a match between the Young Bucks and Edge and Christian.
Okay. All right.
In order to be, excuse me, my apologies. In order for it to be them retiring, for them to, I see Edge really. I mean, Adam Copeland really the one leaves first before Christian Cage does. I think Christian Cage has a lot more to deliver. And I feel like he has not given the chance as much. I'm not saying that he hasn't been given the chance, but he somewhat how in a way. But I think as a tag team, Copeland's exit would be giving us a dream match. Quote on that. I'm not saying it in a bad way, by the way, to everybody who's listening and watching. between them and the Young Bucks, because I would have mind seeing that. I want to see Young Bucks versus Adam Copeland and Christian Cage.
I'll be honest. What I really want, I want Christian to win the AEW championship.
That's what I'm saying. I think the last thing is you need him to win the championship, and then he could just brush it out there. He's done it. He won multiple championships. I think he needs a run that way. A former heavyweight champion, a former TNA NWA champion, ECW, which I could count it as NXT champion because that's what it is, unfortunately. And then winning the AEW World Championship. There you go. He can fucking retire like, no, baby, yeah. That's right. Here's another thing, too, that I don't know if you paid attention to the story. The Young Bucks are going to turn faces again. They're going to turn face again. You know that's happening. You saw what happened last week.
Yeah, they've been tickling that for a while now. I wasn't necessarily sold on it, but I'll be honest with you, it's the inevitable option. It makes more sense for them to do it. It makes a lot of sense for them to do it as far as I'm concerned. I don't like thinking about it. Mm-hmm. The truth of the matter is it's the only direction they could go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
I think that's a good.
But I just feel with Fletcher chopping the belt, Fletcher's going to try to get himself back in the situation title hunt. And then with the whole scenario of the 6-man tag, I think this is where we're going to see the Young Bucks probably just say, you know what? F Doncast family. Then they reunited and it feels reunite with Kenny Omega. Then you're going to have like 90% of the Elite together. Then they try to like be reunited with Hangman. And then what better way to feud with a big faction, the Don Callis family versus the Elite? And that's probably the only best scenario you could have is you could have even with Jurassic Express, because you could call them the originals before even Callis came along and everybody else. Originals right there, versus the Don Callis family. And, make it a world's end,
Not wrong.
So, I mean,
I think it's a legit call. I think that's a good call. That's a solid call right there.
I guess, yeah. I think
legit.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm just agreeing with you. I think right.
Yeah, and then we'll see in the casino battle royal. We'll see what debuts. I don't know who's going to win it. Something tells me that either Ricochet might win the belt or Hurt Syndicate. It's going to start off with that. I think one of them is going to win that.
I think Ricochet winning the belt is a much better call. Ricochet is a good heel. I know a lot of people don't like it because they think Ricochet is a little. They don't like his character gimmick. I think this is a really good gimmick. It took a while to get to this point, but he as far as our nickname for him is the habitual line stepper. But I think this is a good look for him. I don't think he needs the demand, but I think by himself, I think he's great. But I think he might just be they might just put him together because the demand needs to help. But I think giving him the belt would be the most thing you do would be great.
Okay. Well, we'll see how this Saturday will go. That's right, folks. We'll see how this Saturday goes for Full Gear. But looks like it's that time for us, folks. It is time, baby.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
That is right, folks. We are rolling out of here, folks. And we got like 2 Pepsi fills. We got like 1 or 2, maybe 3. I don't know which one. There we go. We got that one right there. There he is. But yes, folks, it is that time. You already know, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all. But don't go anywhere. The party just started. But for everybody who's new to this channel, do not forget to do one thing. And I'm going to let Okada do it because I think, Okada, can you do me a favor? Okada, can you tell people what to do?
Hit the like button and subscribe, bitch.
Thank you, Okada. You're the man for that. But we'll be back.
But before I got cut off, I was saying if I was going to do it, I'd have Mark Briscoe go after Ricochet for that belt.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But okay. But anyway, y'all take care. Thank you for watching. And like the man said,
tell him,
hit that like button. And here we don't just do podcasts. We make history.
That's right, folks. Stay tuned for Gold Rush. Don't go anywhere. We're up taking a break. We'll see you in a few, baby. Hey.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night.
Over and over. Make history!